Cooperative Learning for Primary Book 2 is here. You asked, we answered. Here is a second book for those primary teachers to help make structures go easy in your classroom as well. We want that controlled chaos, not pandemonium. So here is your second book to help engage those students in your classroom. Let me share with you some features in this book that will help those primary teachers. One of the first things I want to share with you with this book is every single activity in this book is related to a standard. If there's a black line master associated with that standard, it's going to be listed here. It also shares with you if you can use that structure to accomplish another standard, there's going to be a dot, so then you can create your own to master that standard. One of the biggest features I love in this book is this book has the top 15 management tips so that we have that controlled chaos in our classroom and not pandemonium, which is something essential in that primary classroom. One of the things that teachers have asked about, one of the biggest things is, let's look at the social skills that our primary kids are missing. In order for structures to be successful, one of the biggest social skills that kids need to master is learning how to take turns. How do we help them learn how to take turns? This gives you great ideas. Having a talking ball, having that manipulative, that visual to know that I am the speaker, that my teammates are the listeners. Other great ideas is, what do you do with that child who just simply doesn't share? Front load their think time. Okay, point out references around your classroom before you start having them get into that thinking position. Visualize all the things that they want to share with their classmates or their teammates. One of the best structures that I love from this book is one called Showdown. Okay, it is a great structure for review. It's a great structure to process information. Kids love it because they get to say Showdown. Here's how a typical chapter is outlaid. You have the description, you have the benefits of why should you use this structure with your students. It gives you the steps of how that structure is laid out. It also gives you tips and hints of how to make that structure successful depending on the different kinds of students you have in your classroom. One of the best things that also goes here with this structure is it gives you the visual so that your kids can look at what is their role when they're doing Showdown. If you're familiar with pies, it correlates so that you know that you're doing cooperative learning and not group work. Couple activities within our Showdown chapter. With our primary students, sometimes they have a really hard time writing on those whiteboards their answer. So it features many activities that have response cards. So in this case, this is rhyme time. So your questions are going to be related to, does it rhyme with one of these response cards? Another great activity within this Showdown chapter, we tied in some other content besides reading and math. Here we have some social studies with needs and wants. There are your response cards, okay, and there are some questions that go right along with it. Not only do you have the black line masters, you also have tons of ideas that are listed so that you can create your own Showdown cards that you can use to engage your students in your classroom. So if you're looking for more ways to engage those primary students in your classroom, Cooperative Learning for Primary Book 2 is where you want to go.